Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone that tell us which truth.
That's right.
Peace and blessings to the hopefully elected 144,000 and pushing the truth and wholehearted sincerity across the four winds. Mr. Akakwa, coming together in the midst of these crazy times. Beautiful times for us, but crazy times for these heathens.
That's right, man.
The ones who are in darkness, who don't have no understanding of the Lord's word and the judgments that He is about to pour upon the face of this earth. And in Jacob's trouble that's about to come into our own nation, the 2/3. Because just like we were talking about Cam, how that question that you asked that Edomite was, what are you teaching?
Yeah, come.
If I come up to you and I say, teach me, what are you going to teach me?
Yeah.
Does God love everybody? And this is what he wanted. That's why he got quiet. Because when you really think about it, that's the whole basis of the lies that these people are taught, or that are teaching our people and these other nations. They're teaching that God loves everybody, and that if you just come as you are, He's going to accept you. You can be a homosexual, you can be a transvestite, you can be a pedophile, you can be a murderer, you can be a liar, you can be a thief, you can be, whatever you want.
Can be a cat, even though
you know what I'm saying? You can be a furry, you can be
everything you want, just like
anything you want except for a goddamn man and a woman.
That's right.
And humble thyself and listen to His word. So let's get into it.
So, just quick precept. This is 2 Ezra chapter 15 and 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because we couldn't come these times, like the brother just said. These times that we're living in, because they basically announced second lockdown today, step by step developing it. Because they said the coronavirus numbers are skyrocketing. So what we have right now, the gyms closing down, the restaurants closing down, you only can take to go, so on and so forth. But you just see, like in the beginning, like in March, April of the year, because you have to understand, we're at the end of 2020, man. We're in October already, man. End of October, we're already in November. 2 more months, we're in 2021, man. The Lord is speeding up the time, like He said in Matthew 24 and 22. But also, what you just see is lockdown again, because this what we're doing right now is really a precious thing, because to come together with brothers won't be maybe available in the near future, man. Maybe in the near future we won't be able to come together again to do the work together, to build each other up. Maybe we won't have these things anymore. This is really nothing to take light, man. When you have the ability to come together with brothers, do it, man. Especially these last days. Basically because last year started with Yahushua, the last of the last days, man. And the time that we're in right now, in the time of the end. We should come together with the brothers to build each other up, because we all have a hard time in this world, in this thing, man. It's not easy. It's easy through Yahushua, of course. But when you think about it, all these things that you have in your mind, all these things you go through, especially these times right now, all these doubts can come in. But through the strength of Yahushua, because when we're together, Yahushua is in the midst of us, it's wiped away, man. But I just want to bring that up quick.
And just like the brother was saying, the time that we're coming in, that we might not get to meet up with one another again. It says the scripture, read the scripture again.
2 Ezra chapter 15 verse 17. And it says, a man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able.
A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. And it's going to be a terrible thing that you really want to meet with your brother. You're going through Jacob's trouble. The RFID chip has been implemented, and or it's famine or whatever else is going on. Esau's coming down with great wrath. He probably done came in and convinced you, or not convinced you, but accused you of having COVID-19 and quarantined you, and whatever the Lord has got planned for us. The only way that we're going to make it through and survive those times is with the Lord. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Yahweh Shai being who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, and Yahweh who the world ignorantly calls God. That's the only way we're gonna make it through those things. And I had something else I wanted to say before I got up, but it slipped my mind.
Okay.
You know, let's keep going.
Yeah, that's the thing, man, because like it says in 2 chapter 16 in verse, let me start at 17. Woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death. And this is the time that we're coming, because all these people talking about, again, basically the food supplies won't cut off like the first time, because in Germany it was like this. There was fight like you know that I think it was in Germany. A female was stabbing up a guy 27 times because she refused to wear the mask. And
Was it here?
I think it was in Germany, and also was fighting about over toilet paper in the store. And this is the time they were coming into, and they fight upon these little things that you don't even really need. What do you think they're gonna do when famine gonna hit? What do you think they're gonna do when the hunger gonna strike in? What you gonna do, man? They're gonna kill each other.
Yeah, okay.
You know, they're gonna show the true face, man. You know, the spring power about Shemi outside.
Okay.
What's his name?
No, go ahead.
And great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in great fear. Stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What should I do when the evils shall come? And that's the thing. So Ezra's asking, he's seeing Jacob struggle, like, what should I do in this time?
How am I gonna make it through?
Come. And the answer is Yahweh Shemi Hashai, man. This is the answer, only answer that we got. People want to trust in guns. People want to trust in chariots. People want to trust in anything but Yahweh Shemi Hashai. It's going to be their destruction. But we have to stand steadfast in Yahweh Shemi Hashai until the end.
You see? Good. Yeah, because that's the only thing that's gonna save us, man.
Go.
You know, our faith in Him. You know, our understanding of His scriptures.
Go.
And having the understanding that we've been worthy of judgment. You know, we've done things in these lives that we've lived on this earth that are worthy of judgment. You know, and if we are worthy of judgment, the ones who are trying to be righteous and come back into the law, statutes, and commandments, imagine just you can only begin to understand that the ones who are not with this word, who don't care, who have heard this word who don't care, who don't even try to even, you know, what's the scripture say? He said, the ass knoweth his owner. And
I got you in Isaiah 1st chapter.
Sure, come.
Let me get it's Isaiah chapter 1
to 15, I think it is.
and verse. What's Jeremiah?
What's Jeremiah 1 to 15?
Yeah, I think it was Jeremiah. It's Isaiah 1 or Jeremiah 1. One of these two. No, I think, let me look that way. I think it's Isaiah though.
Yeah, it's Isaiah 1 and 3.
Yeah.
The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master craves.
Cool.
But Israel doth not know. My people doth not consider.
Cool.
Ah, a sinful nation, a people laden with the iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters, that have forsaken the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. You see, so we have provoked the Holy One into anger. You know, so you already can have an understanding of what type of judgment the Lord is going to do. That's why He said there's going to be a time like never ever seen before. Jacob's trouble is going to be like nothing ever seen on the earth.
Cool.
You know, there are going to be challenges that we as men, regardless of the walks that we've had to walk in this life, have never been challenged on. You know, me myself, I've gone through so much stuff through the military and going through airborne and all of this crap, and there's nothing compared to what the Lord has already, the challenges that He's put up for His elect, also His nation of people, which He says that the elect shall scarcely be saved. You know what I mean? Like He said it's gonna be like, it's gonna come down to the faith, man. It's going to come down to the belief in Yahweh Shai and Yahweh, that He's going to save you. And like it says, like we say often, there's only 12,000 seats from each of the 12 tribes. There's only 144,000 men for the immortal power, you know, because, You know, that's what this all about, man. The elect. You know, to be found of the hopefully elect. You know.
Yeah, man.
You
But
know, it's just-
also the 1/3 of one man
Yeah, I
and
mean,
children, man.
yeah,
You know,
of course with
with
those
them
two, but
because
the
I
ones who
think
are going to be ruling really.
yeah, the ruler's gonna be the elect, of course. They're gonna be a government body, but I'm just saying like because people not gonna be tripping up because they're like, oh my god, yeah, am I one of the elect? Man, we don't even know if we're of the elect, man. But you asking these questions. Just keep your faith and you're gonna see at the end, man. We can say we're not the most high, man. We only can say what the Lord told us to say. You have to understand that we are his mouth. We are not basic people coming up with these ideas and all saying do this now, man. The Lord just used us as a mouth. He gives us knowledge understanding because I was last time thinking about to really come to this truth and to believe in it, the Lord really has to deal with you. Because these people, you have to understand it like this. If this truth would be meant for everybody would understand it. Everybody would be like, yeah, that's right, brother. That's right. Out there, you know, everybody would be on our side, but it's not like that. Because the Lord said, hey, we're going to be reproached, we're going to be seen as an enemy, basically. A world enemy. That's what we are. This is basically Yahweh Shem Yoshai against the world. We're on Yahweh Shem Yoshai's side.
Because what I wanted to say is that by us doing this work, we put that vibration of death into the earth. You know, we've prophesied these prophecies, and then having them come into pass is put that vibration of the Lord's judgment into the earth.
Cool.
You know, he's used us as pretty much the prophets of the Lord's mouthpiece.
That's what we are. We're his mouthpiece, man. He speaks through the mouth of his prophets, man.
You know,
That's what he do.
and by us, you know, when we go out on the highways and hedges, week in and week out, year in, year out, and telling these, you know, we've met all manner of people while we out there preaching, man.
Sure.
All manner. We had the lady that threw the camera down. We had the people throw money at us. We had the lady that was on her knees, you know, trying to touch us at one time. You know, demons coming up, drunkards, children, you know, and through all of those things we saw, what through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yoshai, we weren't touched, we wasn't phased. You know, and if we see that, just on that level, that we doing what the Lord wants us to do, and He got us. You know, if we continue and be steadfast in His word, when these calamities that come, and the famine and the death and destruction and these missiles that's going to tear this place up, you know, why wouldn't we believe that He's going to save us on those things too? You know, we're the ones who went against the grain in this wicked kingdom.
Sure, man.
What's that precept? He that maketh himself a prey.
There's look at the look at this precept because
Yeah, me too.
this is the one of the precepts that really can remember.
And I'm always calling it, man.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. This.
And I'm always calling it, no.
Yeah. Make pray. This is Isaiah 59:15.
59.
Yeah, yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey.
Yeah. You see? So it tells you, when you depart from evil, that means you standing up. I don't want to do this anymore. Everybody is sitting down. And when you stand up, they're going to be like, why are you standing up? Sit down.
Like the one picture they had in the group, where this one guy was going over the field base of people.
Yeah.
With a grass trimmer.
Like a lawnmower, yeah.
Yeah. And it was going up, and what it did is, because it was standing down like with the phone like this, it was locked on the phone, and then one guy was like, what the fuck's going on? Looking up, he chopped the head off, man.
Yeah.
He chopped the head off like too long grass.
What the hell? And then they come get that. And this is the new world order. You know, and this is what they try to do. They try to silence us on every level.
Okay.
You know, they block our videos.
Okay.
You know,
they're blocking us from coming together. They're blocking every edge, man. You know what I'm saying? Because when you think about it, it's on every edge. It's not only, of course, our videos, the ministry, you know, but also us coming together. Because you see, these devils, because they don't have enough people, they put in more labor upon you, man. You know, on every edge, then what they're doing, they're controlling you every time when they go back and forth. They want to put the fear upon you. That's the thing, man. This is how I see it, man. Because when I think about when I come to you, to the brother's place, you know, what happened? Most of the time I get checked, and the first question they ask me is always the same, man. You smoke something, you drank something, boom, boom. Not even ask me where from and shit, nothing. This is the first question. You smoke something or eat something?
Esau that?
No, man.
They
They just like go
ask
past,
Esau
man. You know?
They don't ask Esau that. They even see like Esau with a big car, they let him go, man.
God, that's the thing.
You know?
But of course, like we had one. I remember the one incident when they pulled us out, and you forgot your driving license, man.
Yeah, yeah.
But hey, this is Spring Puff because normally they could fuck us up, man.
Yeah.
But the Lord has mercy upon us, and these are the
And
things,
I had my
man.
passport too.
Yeah.
I never carry it. I just had it in the
See?
car.
It's all the
you know?
Spirit, man.
And that was all the Spirit. And like we say, man, the Lord got his prophets, man. The Lord got his servants.
He even got he got also the people that believe in him, man. They got faith in him, because we doing these works. Yeah,
he got his sheep.
We doing this works out of faith, but don't forget the Jacob's trouble going to be purification of the 1/3, man.
Yeah,
because it says
I was just on this precept. Yeah,
Zechariah.
Yeah,
13:8.
Yeah, no, I think that was Zechariah 13. Hold on.
But let me read this real quick. Exodus 23:2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in the cause to decline after many to wrest judgment. And that's the thing, we shouldn't follow the multitude to do evil. This is why it also says, he that depart from wickedness, like we said, from evil, make himself a prey. And that's true, because when we step up like we do right now with the truth, we push this truth like else apostles before us, or doing it still, Salaki, we making ourselves a prey, man. This is what we're doing, because we're going against the wickedness. We're going against the multitude, the way of the multitude. If it would be they're saying out there, God love everybody, or even the other nations, you know what I'm saying? Even the other nation loves you.
You would have had Ishmael fighting for us.
Man.
We had Esau. You would have had Chinese people out there fighting for us, man.
But also, like we had a couple of weeks ago, this one guy from England. Remember the skinny guy?
Yeah.
I forgot where he's from, but his accent was England.
Yeah, he was British.
Yeah, he's British. And the funny thing is, this is the spring of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. Because remember the fat devil that came up, man? He made it the color thing. And I was like, we didn't even spoke about color. You brought it up. He like, no, you did it. Then the other guy said like, nah, man, you came up with that shit. He was hard on it. Yeah. And this is showing you how the Lord works, because he used everybody around us, man. He using us. This is his show. And we just have to have the faith. If you believe that it's his show, right?
This is his picture, but all of us got our own pose.
That's right, man.
You know, it's his picture, and we all got our own pose in his picture, man. You know.
And when you think about, he controlling all things, so you can't believe that he's gonna feed you in the time of famine, like he did with Elijah. What happened? It didn't rain, so they basically had a famine coming up. What did the Lord do? He basically controlled the raven to bring Elijah bread and meat every time, and he had water too, because it was on a waterfall.
Yeah.
No brook.
A brook.
Yeah, man.
Water. And when the water was dried up, you know.
Yeah, and then he kept on going. But this is Spring Paul Bash Mashik. The same thing gonna happen to us. How rough is that? Because
we had that little talk about the rabbit.
Yeah, man, that's the spirit, man. This was dope shit, man. Yeah.
You know.
God.
I'm pretty sure Taz Bashar, you know, he's deep with the animals and the metaphors of the how the animals are in the truth. It's likely to cut you off.
No, that's cool, because when we go back to this example, because a rabbit is we shouldn't eat it. So we can deal with, like, it's a normal animal, but we shouldn't eat it. It's an unlawful animal. That's it. Unclean, yeah. So we saw the rabbit, and we were saying like, so what you would do? You see a rabbit you didn't eat for 2 or 3 days, and would you eat the rabbit or not? No. Yeah, rabbits or not, man.
Yeah.
Because we know it's go against the law.
Yeah.
So okay. And then we sitting there and we think like, what?
And every day this rabbit shows up at the same exact time.
Yeah, you don't eat, and you still fight against that demon that want to put on you to kill it, eat it.
Yeah.
What happened?
You can roast it. You know?
Yeah.
Put some garlic and herbs on it. You know.
Yeah, man.
The devil will even put the garlic right there by you, like you just found garlic and penicillin and herbs and everything, thyme and everything. And how we said, like, you know, with rabbits, they kind of like timid.
Yeah.
So he'd come up to you, and each day he'd get closer and closer. When he see that you're not gonna do anything to you, he'd get closer to you. Then he'd show you, like, come with me. Then he'd lead you to a bunker full of food.
You know, we said it the other way. He bring you the food.
Yeah.
Then you just run after him. You know where you get it from, man. You know what I'm saying?
Get that from? Yeah. And this is you know, to the carnal mind. This is unbelievable. Like, what? these people are crazy. That how could they even say something like this?
Like we had this one Edomite. We had this one. Like, we had the prime example because we was talking about the RFID chip. Said, "Hey, the family gonna come, so on and so forth. So what you gonna do when it's out there? You're gonna take the chip? Of course they're gonna take it, 100%.
Yeah, because they want. I need to eat.
Yeah. How are you gonna eat? We said, like, hey, they're not gonna feed us.
But he said he believed in God.
Yeah. The one guy, and then he said like,
It's such a contradiction.
but the funny thing was, remember when I said like, yeah, this change is nonsense. The goddamn cross their heads is nonsense. So take it off. Of course you take this shit off. He took it off and fell down. Was like, man, it was hilarious.
He could have kept it on because that's what he believed in.
Yeah, man.
He
But
picked it up and put it in his pocket. He probably put it back on anyways.
yeah, of course.
But that just also shows you the power of the word.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
God.
They really cannot do anything against this book.
God, because we're only come with it, man. We don't speak our own mind. Man.
Yeah, when we out there, and we preaching this word,
God.
you know, we burn them up, man.
Yeah, like it says in Jeremiah.
God.
Yeah, man.
You know, the words of thy mouth shall be as a flame,
God.
and the people that hear it is wood.
God.
You know,
That's
you
a
should
precept.
burn them up. Go ahead.
That's a precept for you. This is 1 Peter 4:18. I'm sorry, 17. For the time is come, the judgment must begin at the house of the Most High, and the first begin at us. What shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? Like you said before, man, the elect, the righteous, gonna be scarcely saved, man. You know, because you think about it, it's a small number compared to the whole population. If the 1/3 include to the whole population, they're gonna go either to slavery or death. These are the two ways of the world, you know. So basically, 3 ways: it's either salvation, condemnation, or slavery. For Israelites, only 2 ways: either you're gonna get salvation or you're gonna get condemnation. But for the heathen, it's either death or slavery. And that's a simple fact. The same thing how it was with us back in the day, it's gonna be with you. You know? And I want to check some of my mind for that. Hebrews. I want to check out something. Yeah.
You know, I was just reading one.
You want to do Zechariah? It is Zechariah, so.
Count.
And yeah, we got a second register also.
I was just reading this one. Let's see.
You want the Jeremiah of the fruit, with the wood of the fire? No?
Yeah, we can get that, but I was looking for something else here.
It's Jeremiah 23 and 29, just going back to the point that we're talking about. And it says, go. No, this one's lucky. Give me a second.
You know, just to harp on to what we're saying, that this you know, they believing in preciouses and minerals and money and all of these things, but look what the Lord says, man. There is gold. This is Proverbs chapter 20 and verse 15. There is gold and a multitude of rubies, but the lips of knowledge are a precious jewel. You know, and you know, we want to be in precious jewels. But of knowledge and wisdom and understanding, we want this to be our jewels, because we know in the kingdom we're gonna be breaded up, man. We're gonna have jewels and materials that these feeble-minded people or carnal-minded people can't even fathom, can't even begin to understand. Obsidian, you know,
they don't even know this. They don't even know this.
You know, onyx.
They think diamonds are precious.
You know what I'm saying? You know, pure gold. Not even this shit that these people have tainted with their fingers and their machineries. That, you know, pure 100% gold. You know, we're gonna be joint heirs of all things.
If y'all shy.
You know, Yahweh is aware of that number, but to be joint heirs of all things. I mean, did not Yahweh Shai turn water into wine? You know?
He has spiritual powers, man.
So he everything in this earth is his. All of the elements. You think if you want to build a kingdom full of gold, you think the Lord gonna say we don't have no more gold? You know what I'm saying? No. We're gonna have unlimited sources of minerals and materials. And it's an abundance of all things. We're never gonna want for nothing. stones, marble stones and stuff. We're not gonna have to look for those things. We're gonna have it. We can make it right there.
That's right.
You know. So like you go ahead.
Proverbs 11:4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness deliver from death.
Mm-hmm. You see.
Okay.
Go ahead, break it down.
Just like you said, man, because these people think that they're gonna buy this. Basically, I can even imagine how Esau thinks he's gonna buy himself, basically out of judgment. He want to, like in court, they give the judge and what is it called? The people who listen gonna give the, I forgot the English word, man.
It's like
the audience, like in the like in the courthouse.
The jury.
Yeah, the jury. Give them money, like you saw in Suits, for example. They did it a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
Paying people off. This is what they're going to do with the Most High, man. But they won't. The Lord going to judge everybody who won't. They're going to be judged, man.
I don't even understand how you can even begin to even think that you're going to pay off the Lord. And
that's what I'm saying. But the people like that think like that. They're just simple, man, because they don't fear the Most High. They think, there's a higher power, but they don't fear it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing, man. You don't have to fear the Most High, and you're a fool, man. The fool hasn't said there's no God, man.
Yeah, and I now that when I think back on it, it never made sense to me that when people said they fear God, but God loves everything.
Yeah, why are you feeling that? What the fuck?
Not even that. It's just to think about it. Like just to think, God loves everything. We all are His creations, and He loves it all.
Yeah.
So, you there's nothing that you've made that you dislike. You don't dislike.
Cool.
You know what I mean? Like you never made something, a drawing or a painting. I don't like it really. It's not my favorite. You know what I mean? This is my favorite right here. This is my favorite one. This is the thing that I really spent a lot of time on and gave a lot of attention to it, and I made it different than the others. But God made all of us, but He can't have a choice of what His favorite is and who He prefers to deal with. No, God is just he can only deal with all of us on the same level. You know what I mean? Like these people, I can't even understand how I thought like that. Now, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because basically it was in darkness, man.
Yeah.
Like I said before, you was in the, like we had the preach of the day today. We're the children of light, man.
Yeah.
Back in the day we were in darkness, but now the Lord put us out of the darkness into the light and opened our eyes. And just to go back to your topic, to your point, the funny thing is, don't they always say to us, think outside of the box? But then they put the Most High in the box, right?
Yeah.
They put the Most High in the box. He can only love, but He can hate.
But
we have to think outside of the box. What does they have more, But I got to preach it real quick. Psalms 10, let me start at 2. The wicked in his pride do persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. Verse 3. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom Yahweh shall abhorreth. So it says it right there, man. The Lord hates. The Lord hates the covetous. The Lord hates, man. Verse 4. That's the point. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. The Most High, Yahweh is not in all his thoughts. Because think about wicked J, for example. If they would think about Yahweh, about his commandments, so on and so forth, they wouldn't do
the wickedness that they do.
That's the thing, man. Because when I think sometimes about things I want to do, and then these wicked thoughts want to come in there, I think, no, I can do them, and the Lord gonna fuck me up, man. Never do this right now, the Lord gonna fuck me up. So
He's gonna make me. He gonna make me endure some things that I don't need to endure. I don't want to endure, the judgment or his anger. I don't want to do that. I don't want to anger the Lord. And that's true fear. You know what I mean? Like you've never met the Lord, you've never seen Him, and you have such fear to stop smoking weed, to stop eating foods that you read that He says don't eat, to stop doing the wickedness that you were doing in your life. You turned your back on all of that. That shows that you fear the Lord.
But this comes all through this word, man.
Yeah.
This word is really because we think about all these things, all this knowledge that what we should do, what we shouldn't do, how we should act. Because we fear the Lord. Because we read the Lord fucked up people because they didn't obey. The Lord destroyed His cats because they ate this, they did this, that, and the third. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna learn from it, right? Like it says Romans 15:4. Whatever thing we're written for, we're written for learning.
Yeah.
Like I said, Job also, prepare yourself for the seek of your fathers. You know, so we should go back to these things and learn from it. Because the Lord is putting the fear upon us. The Spirit is coming upon us when we read this word, man. Like it says in Revelation 1 and 3. Blessed is he that readeth. And that's the thing that what we have to do. Because this is putting the fear from Yahweh Bashem Yahshua upon us. That is putting the Spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua upon us. Because this is life. This word is life. Everything outside this book is death. But this word is the life. Because it's ultimately Yahweh Shai.
Okay.
And that's beautiful, man. Because I'm just thinking about it, man. Because we read these words, put the fear upon from Yahweh Bashem Yahshua upon us, that we walk in the straight and narrow path and basically on the way to salvation, man. Either we'll be walking this broad way where everybody can be walking and walk the right to destruction, man. The easy path, man, you know.
You know, and like even when we was in when I was in Afghanistan, they would always try to put like bombs, like pressure plate bombs on the easiest path.
Yeah.
You know, the path where they wanted you to, that just seems so easy. You know, and we will be like, nah, that's too easy. We go through the bushes. And the Lord was teaching me to go through the hard things already to get to the target.
That's right.
You know, just giving me just little examples when I think back onto these scriptures. Like, you want the easy way? You're gonna die. If you want something, you gotta go through some hard things to get it. You know, but this is 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, and that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth within you? And if verse 17, if any man defile the temple of the Most High, him shall the Most High destroy. For the temple of the Most High is holy, which temple ye are. You know, so we belong unto the Lord. Okay. Verse 18. Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool that he may be wise. You know, to other people we seem like fools. You know, but we know what? Verse 16, that we are the temples of the Most High. You know, verse 19. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. The wisdom of this world is what? What have you learned in this world? Nothing but lies. You've learned nothing but lies, man. I've been taught that the sun is reflecting, the sun's light is reflecting off the moon. That's how we see the moon. I've been taught that white people come, that since the white people came from being trapped in mountains somewhere and they lost the melanin in their skin. I've been taught that, this is what they teach us in school. I've been taught that, you know, that all men came from monkeys. I've been taught that there was a big bang, that we just been
dinosaurs and shit.
You know what I'm saying? We just came from nothing. You know. Then I also been taught that Jesus is a white man. You know, I've been taught that Christianity that God loves everyone. And these are the things that you base your life and core values around, which have all been lies. I was taught that Christopher Columbus discovered America. You know, I was taught that the Egyptians were white people. I was taught that, you know, all the things that have made this world go. I was taught that banks are ruled by the government. You understand what I'm saying? Like, everything that you've learned in this world has been a lie.
That's why you have to throw it down, man.
You see?
Be a new man.
You know? Verse 19. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. For it is written, He taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
Right.
Okay, verse 20. And again, the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, knoweth the thoughts of the wise, and that they are vain. Therefore, let no man glory in men, for all things are yours. So everything is ours anyways. So why are we going to glory in Esau, man? You know, why are we going to put praise in his beliefs and his system, when the one true thing that is worthy of praise, whose temples we are, is the Most High.
Cool.
You know?
But to speak these things, so we speak, and you have to have faith, man. Because when we really think about, when people listen to these videos and they don't know, they don't have the faith of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, the fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua upon them, they think we're bugged out and crazy. They're talking about there's going to be a famine, race riots going to happen, murder going to happen, drug war going to happen, mass church gonna happen, RFID gonna be implemented, and so on and so forth, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just these little things, even. Just that the famine gonna happen. They think like you bugged out, man. How famine gonna happen?
People don't believe this.
But then you have famine in Africa and everywhere, but it can't happen in Europe, right? It can't happen in it can't happen in the Western Hemisphere, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in Africa, it can happen.
You know, and
It surprised someone.
And they said, oh, but they got lockdowns, but the food is gonna keep coming.
Yeah, hey, that's the spirit, man. I was talking about that too today.
You know, and they really truly believe that they're gonna continue to do what they want to do. And the Lord is telling us that there are going to be judgments on the earth. That the Lord is not happy. The Lord is coming with a vengeance. To execute vengeance, to do what? To plead with all flesh. And when you look up that word plead, hold on, let's look at that. Yeah, it goes into
And
some.
to judge means goes into judge because I remember, I was confused before I looked it up. It was Isaiah 66 and 16, and it says, let me read it pretty real quick. For by fire and by a sword will the Lord Yahweh shall plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yahweh shall be many. When I go into the word plead, it means shapat. It means to judge, govern, vindicate, punish, rule, govern, judge. So basically, it goes into judging, punishing. And that's the thing, you know. Yahweh shall gonna judge the world, man.
And so does that sound like he's happy? He's coming back to be all lovey-dovey, that he loves everyone? Why does it say that the slain of the Lord shall be many? And if the judgment, and the judgment must start at where? The house of Israel.
Never before, man.
You know, go ahead, I.
This is 2 Kings 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in their mouth, saith Yahweh, and cause them to be written on paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. The word incredulity means unfaithfulness. For that all the unfaithful should die in unfaithfulness. And that's the point, verse 5. Behold, saith Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the hurtful works are fulfilled.
Yeah, come. You know, and it just shows you that the Lord is not coming with peace. He's not coming with love. You know, but like I was saying in the beginning, like he used the prophets to put that vibration out. He used the prophets to reveal these things unto the nations. This is Luke chapter 1 and verse 70. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since before the world began, that they should be saved from our enemies, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. You see, to perform the mercy promised to our fathers and to remember his holy covenant. You know, you see, so just from the beginning, since the world began, the Lord has used his prophets to bring out this word. And he's told them that they're going to be saved.
Basically, Noah was a prophet.
He was.
Noah was a prophet, man.
Yeah.
Because he prophesied the
For
flood.
100 years.
Yeah.
Before the flood came.
Yeah, man.
You know, and you know they was talking shit.
Of course. They
You
were
know
mocking
they were
stuff,
laughing
man.
at him, probably walking by, throwing shit at him and shit.
Yeah, you have to imagine he built that big ass ark. Building that joint for years upon years upon years. Like, you stupid.
Yeah.
Like, you stupid.
There's never going to be a rain. And you probably, after year, they were laughing at him. Where's the rain, Noah? Where's the rain, Noah? You know, and everybody, what was that picture that Kazak always
That's what I said till the rain started.
Yeah. Noah was a conspiracy theorist until it started raining.
Yeah.
You know?
Until the first rain dropped.
So we're conspiracy theorists until that RFID chip is implemented.
And the mist is going to be shut, right?
And until we're conspiracy theorists until those FEMA camps started getting filled. You're going to remember the men of GMS, man. You're going to remember us, man. The Lord didn't make us do all of this work. The Lord didn't make the men of GMS to do all of this work for us. And our fame is going to precede us, man. The Lord is going to make it known who was right and who was wrong. And we truly believe that we're right. You know, because why? We don't hold no punches. We tell you the whole truth, keeping it raw.
Okay.
We tell you the whole book. We deal with all issues.
It's true.
You know,
Okay.
they call us rapists. They call us everything under the sun, man. Because we're not afraid to deal with the precepts that make everybody uncomfortable.
Okay.
We're not afraid to call Esau goddamn devil to his face because that's what he is.
Mm-hmm.
What is he going to do? Kill us because we tell him the truth? Then so be it. That's the will of the Lord.
Come. If it's the Lord's will, we're gonna die. We're gonna die, man.
Go ahead. We're not afraid, man. That's what I'm just gonna say.
And we have, because we have to have a mentality. The Lord controls all things, right? So everything gonna happen. That's the Lord's will. So what is wrong with that? The Lord, as the scripture said, the Lord is righteous. There's no unrighteousness in Him. So everything that happens to us is what is it called? I forgot the word, man. It's righteous. It's how it's supposed to be. We deserve. It's deserved. That's what I'm saying. Deserved. So everything we're gonna suffer, everything we go through is deserved. It's what we deserve, man. The strength of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Because people thinking about, yeah, but why is it happening to me? Why? Because you're wicked as hell, man. This is what happened to you. Okay. Because you don't obey Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's why these things happen. Okay. Because through sin, what is the sting of death? Sin. So what is the power of death? The sin. Mm-hmm. Because you think about a bee. What is the only weapon that has? The sting, right? So the sting of death is sin. Mm-hmm. So if the sin wouldn't be there, we wouldn't die. That's why we're not immortal. But we're going to be immortal in the kingdom. Why we can't?
Because we won't go off.
That's right, because the law is going to be written out inward parts. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be written out mind. We can't go off anymore, man. Mm-hmm. All this law is going to be, but Jake's simple. They think the Lord going to open us up and tattoo that shit into us, man. Get the fuck out of here.
But anyways, let's finish this right here. Verse 74, that he will grant unto us that we being delivered out of the hand of our enemies might serve him without fear.
But wait. You don't have enemies, man. We all the same people, you know? They have enemies.
But serve the Lord without fear. You see? We're not afraid.
Shouldn't be.
Why should we be afraid of these men on this earth who can't even control their own life?
They can't even control their own breath because of breath. They have to breathe. They can't. They will try to hold it, they can't.
You see what I'm saying? And in holiness and righteousness before him all the days of our life. Verse 76. And listen to what the Lord says to us. And thou, child, shalt be called the prophet of the highest. For thou shalt go before the face of the Lord to prepare his ways. Mm-hmm. You see? So we bring out that vibration, the spirit of death and destruction onto this earth. We have been breaking down the strongholds. How? By bringing this truth out. By bringing this word out. By planting that seed in many, many minds, regardless of what nationality they are.
So, yeah, that's right, man. Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? They're going to go and Google it. And oh shit, then they probably you never even know how the Lord probably even make them find way more Israelite videos and slice them even deeper.
God, so the Lord doesn't.
You know? Verse 77, to give knowledge of salvation unto his people by remission of their sins. How do you gotta turn away from your sin, repent for it.
That's right.
You see? Through the tender mercy of our power, whereby the day spring from on high hath visited us. Verse 79, to give light to them that sit in darkness and in the shadow of death. Just like the brother was saying, man. Mm-hmm. When you are in sin, you are in the shadow of death. When you're sinning, okay? To guide our feet into the way of peace. And that's all you need right there. Mm-hmm. The way of peace is to this truth. This fine line that we gotta follow to Yahushua. Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
You're gonna end up in salvation, man.
You know? Go ahead, Ak. What we about to say?
I want to say it's like, because like the brother said, we have to stop speaking death into our life, like Elias Shwamba said. Mm-hmm. Because when you speak death into your life, it's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. But you have to go into this precept and see the life. Mm-hmm. Because when we always speak death, oh, maybe I'm gonna go into female, oh, maybe my hair gonna be chopped off. So what? So be it. Maybe I'm gonna be gunned down, you know. So be it, man.
That shit is only a second, man.
Yeah, it's nothing, man.
It's nothing to die. we understand what death is.
It's just transition of your spirit leaving the body. That's it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, of course, these doubt demons, these fears gonna come up, but you have to prevail with your faith. You have to prevail with these words, man. And we have to start to show yourself approved right now and build up your knowledge with understanding. Why? Because they're gonna be a certain point of time where this world won't be there and you can go back. But these words have to be in your inward part, in your mind already. But I gotta preach it real quick. Matthew 10:28. And fear not them which kill the body, but unable to kill the soul. But rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. And we're only supposed to fear our Bashim like your brother just read, man. We should be in peace. We shouldn't fear what this heathen can do unto us. We shouldn't fear the things to come. Of course, we prepare ourselves, but we shouldn't fear. Because of the Lord, nothing is impossible. Everything is possible. You know? And real quick, another precept, 2 Ezra chapter 16 and 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from the wickedness. So all these plagues are going to come upon this world. The Lord going to send for amendment, for correction. You know, like I said, I spent the Ralph from your son, Ralph paraphrasing. The Lord going to do the same thing, man. He's going to put these plagues and whip our ass, man. They will return. But for all these things, they shall not return from the wicked. But still, Jake going to be wicked. Nor be always mindful of the scourges. I want to see German. So like they won't recognize the scourges. They won't acknowledge them. They won't see them. They're gonna be like, oh my God, it's just a nature catastrophe. You know what I'm saying? But they won't see that it's a judgment from Yahweh Shai because we're still wicked, because we're still in this predicament that we're in. Verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be good case, what we have right now. You know, hey, even though the whole economy is fucked up, they want to put up the lowest pay rate 1 year or higher. Even though the whole economy is fucked up, they want to support restaurants. They have to close now. Even though the economy is fucked up, they want to support everybody. People that lose their business, people that do this and third. You see the debt is skyrocketing. And what's going to be the solution? Our future, right? So you see and everything's so cheap still. Wait till like in Jamaica. I remember in Jamaica. Wait till a bag of rice is going to be 30 euros, man.
And it's already like, because I think it had 2 jigs coming today. You see the prices of all of these things, and that was in the American PX. You know, the prices, just like you said, they're low in certain areas, but in Germany the prices have been majority been on a low level for since I've been here. You know what I mean? Like butter and cheese and things like that.
But it's gone high too. I see it too.
Yeah, and
going to 2 euros and shit.
Yeah,
man.
and so when you look at it now, Esau trying his best to keep that makeup.
But step by step, he's trying to do slowly but surely, man.
Yeah, he's destroyed it behind the picture. Yeah. But he's letting it come out just a little bit like this, like you know, like oh, they're paying attention. Let me cover back a little bit. And he just keep coming. Oh, they're not paying attention. Let it come out. You know, like how an animal try to sneak past you. Yeah. And they think you don't see him. Yeah. You know, and the more you feel like, oh, he's not paying attention. He come out even more. And this is what Esau is doing. He's trying to keep many people into darkness. And the longer he keep you in darkness, so what? So he can do his wickedness. Right. And set up and implement his laws and his plans.
What are you doing right now? Because even they say in Germany, we're gonna violate the human basic rights. That's what they say, man. We're gonna cut in that shit, man. So you see what's coming, man. They can do whatever they want with you. You have laws, so-called laws, right? You have so-called rights. You don't. You don't. No. If they say today they come up, lock you up, be like, yeah, we know. We found some. They're just gonna set up your computer, put some virus on there. Then if no, we have, for example, pornography on there or something. They're gonna lock your ass up. What you gonna do? They can do it.
They can do whatever they want.
Yeah. Then you can prove it because you maybe not. You just have your laptop because you have a laptop.
Yeah.
They fuck your ass up, man. What you gonna do then? When you waste your faith then, and Esau still, you can be like, yeah, Esau gonna no.
I'm gonna call a lawyer.
You know, wait. The truth gonna come out. That didn't do it. So listen to me. How they even came to the fact that you have it. Out of nowhere, they just come open the police here.
You like, what?
Yeah.
You confounded yourself. Like, how the hell did you find this?
Yeah.
And they can do it, man.
They can do it. This is just showing you the only salvation, the only solutions, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and all these things, man. And all the situations we're going through is Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, because I was the last few days really vexed, man. I was really, really heavy vexed. I remember that, man. I was really upset. I was really fucked up in my mind, man. And then, because certain things going on, and then I was just not even thinking, paying attention to it. Just let it go, you know. But then through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim El Shai, he gave me peace, man. He put us certain things, you know. He gave me, he changed the plans of how I had to work and so on and so forth. That I can do these things and be finally in peace, you know. And that's beautiful. He didn't even move a finger. The Lord did it because it just kept on going and just kept my faith. And that's the thing. Like, many brothers have many and greater testimonies than that. That's nothing. Brothers delivered from car accidents. I remember the big, you know the big elder from Boston, the big one, the really big one. But remember the car that was fucked up, and he had nothing. The car was flipped over, was crumbled together. Then he was a big dude, big, twice or three times my size. He was sitting there like this, nothing happened, no scratch. To swim power of Yahweh Bashim El Shai.
I just lost his precepts.
The Lord do mighty acts, man. And this should be faith boosters for us, man. Building up our faith for the coming times, because we have to understand right now is the time to work out what? Our own salvation, work out our faith, build up our faith, and then it's the time to prove it. It's like in a season, you have the preseason, then you have the season, and then where you can still even develop, and then you have the final game, and then you have to show everything you got, all is going to be done, and that's the thing, you know. Yeah, man.
This is you got something?
I'm trying to finish up.
Yeah, finish it.
16 and 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they should think themselves in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. And the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
You see?
Judgment.
So just like how it says, as a man runneth away from a bear, he's met by a serpent
on the wall. He lay in the water.
Man.
Boom.
And the next thing you know, you look out, you don't even notice it.
Yeah.
That's how the Lord, as soon as you put your hand down, he bites you. You know what I mean?
Like deep in the night.
Exactly.
The day of the Lord gonna come is deep in the night. Why? Because people don't watch. Like the scripture said, I think it was on El Pastor Haskell of the boss. He said like, the kingdom of heaven won't come by observation. I was like, Yahweh Shai himself told us to watch and pray for these things. So we watch the prophecies, right? And this is what we're doing. But then it's wrong.
Measure down the time diligently.
See? And this is showing you that this is Christianity nonsense bullshit, man.
And what did they say to Yahweh Shai and Matthew? They were like, hey, tell us when
these things gonna be. The disciples come, yeah.
Disciples came to, and he said, you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, but see that ye be not what? Troubled.
That's right, man. Keep your faith, 47.
You see, because all of these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. You see?
Okay.
So through these scriptures, we have the faith and the understanding. This is Ezekiel chapter 33 and 32. We start at 31.
Okay.
And they come unto thee as the people cometh. And they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them.
That's right. Amen.
For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness.
And that's the thing. So you have to show your faith, man. You have to show, because you can talk, but what the word says, actions speak louder than words, like it says in James 2:17. Even so, faith, if it has no works, dead being alone.
Yeah.
So what we have to do is prove our faith. For you believers, you know, you have to prove yourself. You have to prove Yahweh Bashim El Shai that you believe in him. You have to study the scriptures, even though you may be not teaching, but you have to be the best married person that you can be. You can't be like, yeah, I watch lessons, I believe in Yahweh Bashim El Shai.
Yeah, but then you go do all this other matters of wickedness. Why?
Yeah.
Because not because you want to, because you're not even informed that you can't do such things. Because these videos, some brothers go, they might watch 200 videos, but they still just barely scratching the surface.
Yeah, because they're just some brothers look for entertainment.
I was just about to say
entertainment. Because I call myself in the same thing, man. I call myself in it. I remember back in the days
when you first said it.
You're like, oh shit, I want to hear him because you like making a big show of it. It's nonsense, man. You should go into the videos for edification. Of course, sometimes you want to check out some things how brothers teach how brothers
that was
do
me,
things.
man.
You know.
I wanted to learn
Yeah.
how to swing my sword.
Yeah.
And I liked it to see that when the brothers would cut people,
Yeah.
because it taught me how to read the scriptures and gave me a standard to what to achieve for. You know, not for entertainment. Yeah, it might, but I don't see it like yeah, rah rah rah, like a cheerleader. I'm not doing that. I'm like, damn, this brother's swinging that sword, man.
You're like amazed and praise.
Yeah,
understand.
I'm praising the Lord that He gave such a man of knowledge to do such a thing into a man's spirit. Like they crumble right before him, man.
And then the crazy thing is sometimes it even happen to you, and you're like, "What the fuck's going on, man?"
You know, and when you see these people who think they know the scriptures and they get confounded. You know, I have these men who in the scriptures have never been confounded, man. I've never seen one be like, never. Why? Because one, they study, they sort themselves approved. Two, they have faith. Three, they found wisdom, which is worth more than anything in this earth. And four, they, you know, it still goes back into having Yahweh Shai being with you.
Going all that ways, man.
You know?
That's true.
And how is he with you when you're doing the things that are pleasing unto him?
In his side, not in yours.
Yeah.
Because just to go back to this point, because you're thinking like, yeah, I'm not a teacher. So basically, didn't Yahweh Shai or basically 12 apostles had followers? Like in one day, 4,000. Do you think all of them were teachers? No. Thousands of people were following them, but they took heed. They was watching this. So all the time that we like right now, we could watch lessons for 2 hours right now. We're preparing a lesson, talking about what you're gonna go into. Takes half an hour. Then we're going to the lesson 1 or 2 hours or 1.5 hours or however long. All this time, what we can do, you can watch videos, man. You can take notes because you have to understand that you have to build up your faith also. Not we only. You have to do it more.
We can't save you.
Yeah, nobody can save you but you.
Our work is not going to cover you.
It's even wrong when I say nobody can save you but yourself. It's wrong because the Lord gonna save you. You can just make you. Basically, you have to
Nobody can save you but your own faith.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. That is all ultimately from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. That's the thing. So it's always go back to Yahweh, man.
Yeah.
Always to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Always. Because even the faith that we got is from Him. That's what we have to understand. Everything goes back to Him. So why not crown to Him? Whatever you got, why not go to Him?
That's why because say, in all thy ways acknowledge me.
Yeah.
And thou shalt not go astray or shall.
Yeah, I got it in Proverbs. I got you. Let me read it. Proverbs.
In all thy ways.
Yeah. I had it in my mind, man. It was something with 5, but
this is Proverbs chapter 3.
Oh yeah,
and 3 and 5.
Go on.
Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding.
Go
on. Verse 6.
All the ways, yeah.
In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. Verse 7. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil.
That's true, man.
It shall be health to thy navel and marrow to thy bones.
Go.
Honor the Lord with thy substance and with the first fruits of all thine increase. You see?
Go.
So shall thy barns be filled with plenty, and the presses shall burst out with new wine.
And that's even the law, because what we have to do when we had our land, what we have to do with the first fruits, we have to offer. Everything gonna prevail. Because that's what we're doing too. You know? Because like I said, the first bonus Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is awesome, man. To the spirit, but yeah. That's the thing, man. And this is what just showing you that we just have to stick always to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. This is the only answer that we got and the only answer that we need.
You know?
Because easy thing is always he has to have 10 answers. No, man, the answer is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. And if you can't believe it, like they were mocking the elders apostles for saying it's all based on faith. They mock us and scoff us, man, but it's based on faith.
But you're just proving the scriptures even more.
That's true, man.
You're making the scriptures come to pass. You're making them come alive by doing exactly what the Lord is saying. By we doing this and then having them come against us, it's just proving it. Even if you read in chapter 3,
Verse 1.
In verse 1, my son, forget not my law.
This is Spirit was thinking about that.
My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments.
Okay.
Your heart is your mind.
Verse 2, for length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee. See, so this word is giving us life and peace, and it's going to be even
And length of long days.
yeah,
You know? Go ahead.
because when you think about it, it's going to even end up to immortal life, man. Everlasting life. This is what is going to come to this word, man. That's beautiful.
And when we first came into this truth, man, we were vexed.
Yeah.
I remember I was on fire, and I'm still on fire, but I've learned, you know, how to be a better prophet, a better soldier for Yahweh Shai.
Control yourself.
You know, to control your spirit, control your anger, control everything. You know, I've learned, and all through this, and it's funny because the more you read, you increase sorrow, but you also increase your knowledge and your wisdom and understanding. Even just reading further down, man. For whom verse 12, you know, for whom the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai loveth, he correcteth, even as a father correcteth the son in whom he delighteth. So how is he correcting us? But when we read these precepts, you're like, oh damn, I cut myself. You know what I mean? Like, and you know it's happened to many Akim. You know, when you're reading the precept, you're looking for something else, and you read something, and you're like, damn, that cut me, man. And then you highlight it, you write it down, and then you meditate on that precept. You're like, damn, man.
Cool.
Then you share it with your brother. You like, did you see this? And he's like, yeah, that's a deep precept, man.
Cool.
You know?
Verse 13.
Yeah, go ahead, Ak.
Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold.
You see?
Come.
So the understanding and the wisdom of this is more precious than anything that's in this world, man. And it's just a book. It's just a book.
And Esau's eyes, but it's power in our eyes.
You know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, in the right hand, this is Excalibur.
Yeah, but not everybody could pull out Excalibur.
Yeah,
And Excalibur's powers wasn't available for everybody.
No.
Only to King Arthur, right?
Yeah.
So the same thing for us.
Yeah.
When we have the sword in the hand, it's power. But when this heathen had the hand on it, you know, this filthy beast, man, what happened to it? Nothing. It's just dead. It's nothing. It's just dumb. You can't do nothing with it. But if a man of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has in hand, man, it's a sword that can cut everything, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And even verse 15, she's more precious than rubies, and all the things thou canst desire are not to be compared unto her. Length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand riches and honor. So you have to understand through this wisdom. So she said, wisdom is above everything. It's above everything. But then through the wisdom, you're gonna even get riches. So you're thinking like, man, I want to be rich right now, man. You're stupid. That's stupid. Because you have to understand, you're gonna be immortal. You're gonna rule over other people. So you're gonna have riches more than you ever could get in this life. But what we have to do is get the simple mind out of us. We have to get, like it says in Proverbs chapter 1, get the simplicity away from us, man. How long we will love simplicity? We shouldn't be simple anymore, man. We should get in the royal mentality, but not boasting mentality. We know we're royal, yeah, we know, but still we can't be like, hey, you know something, we're kings, no, we're kings. Everybody should honor us like kings. Nah, man, we're our lowest estate right now, man.
We're not in our ruling kingdom.
Cool.
We don't have our homeland. We don't have our military.
We don't even have a land, man.
Yeah.
We don't even have a nation. We have nothing, man.
Yeah. We just got the scriptures.
Yeah.
We just got the sword. We got the bodyhood. You know, the brotherhood, the body.
Yeah.
You know, the real brotherhood.
Yeah.
You know, we're not in our true power yet. Because if we were in our true power, then nobody could come against us when we talk about these scriptures.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be seeing Jake getting murdered in the streets because he supposedly was armed with a knife.
Yeah. He would be killed because of wickedness.
But you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And it wouldn't be done by no other nation, I can tell you that.
It would be by us, man. Sure, we'd be the first. If I would hear, the Lord even said it like that. If for example, a guy that I know, I talk to him, and it's like, yeah, I'm watching that attitude, no, but I love no sign. I should stone his ass right there. I should stone his ass on the spot. I should be snitching on his ass too. Because what Jake said, there's no snitching, you know. We shouldn't snitch. Of course we should snitch. If a brother go off, for example, in the ancient times, somebody went off, I would have to go and tell it to everybody, man. They were gonna stone his ass, man.
But we have the customs, you know, how we
course.
should admonish a brother,
Yeah,
you know, and within the camps and within, you know, there's a difference.
Yeah.
But what the brother is saying is
in ancient days,
yeah,
when we had our nations,
yeah,
and
man.
when the Lord said judging,
Mm-hmm.
like he had one guy on Shabbat, he was casting candlesticks, and the one guy was going to Moses because they knew what should do. The Lord said, stone his ass.
That's why the scriptures say open rebuke is better than secret love.
Sure. And you have to understand, back in the day, this is the thing with these Old Testament Israelites. Back in the day, how you would repent from their sin. You see, he was stoned on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't even repent. He couldn't do shit.
Mm-hmm.
But now we could repent through Yahushua, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because we got the grace through Yahushua, man.
The New Testament is nothing. You know, these people are so crazy.
The stupid thing is
They
to
don't have
cut
no
out
understanding.
one of these things.
Yeah.
To say old and new. Why? It's one.
Yeah.
It's just one, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because you see in everything, the even Paul, Peter, Yahushua, everybody referring to the so-called Old Testament, but then it's done away with.
Mm-hmm.
Then you see prophecies that are basically come to fulfill the New Testament, but the New Testament is not correct.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't Paul say in Romans, like, remember the Moses? Didn't he say that?
Yeah, he said it many times.
Yeah,
He said it in
remember
Rome
Moses?
Precept today also, in the
Yeah.
Romans 10th chapter.
Yeah.
You know? Or for example, the Deuteronomy 32 and 21. It's even quoted in the New Testament, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you see all these things, but this is what you have to do, man, right now. You have to really stay sharp in all their ways, man. You have to stay sharp. Because you see so many things going on, and then you listen to 5 different camps, man, you're gonna buck the fuck out, man.
And that's,
you don't know what to do.
And it's crazy. Because,
And we did it too, man.
Yeah.
At the beginning.
But that was because we was hungry.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. Like, but you have.
Then you got Go ahead.
No, sure.
You got Akim, not Akim,
Yeah,
but you
but-
got Jake in the truth, 3 and 4 years, and still watching. I like the way IWFI bring out the precepts and Sons of Thunder and HOI. Those GMS dudes, they too vulgar with it, you know. They too rough with the delivery and all of this. And just like we were saying earlier, Jake likes to be entertained, man.
And this thing you like to hear, right? Why don't you do it yourself then?
Yeah.
It's a question you have to ask yourself. Why, if you like to hear something, why don't you do it yourself?
And I watched the precept, or I saw something earlier today where one of the brothers had put up, he said, you will never be criticized by somebody doing more than you. You will only be criticized by somebody doing less than you.
That's right. Come on, that's true, 100%. 100%. All this
Why would I
market
need to
stuff,
criticize
man.
you? I'm doing more than you.
Yeah,
I'm not going to criticize you.
I don't even look at you, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't even eyesight.
Why? You're not even on my level. Why would I criticize you?
Jealousy.
Yeah.
Jealousy.
Yeah. And so then you see the people who are not doing work always got something to say, always on the comment boards.
Yeah,
You know?
man.
You look at
I don't even
they
have time for
hey,
the
but this
comment board, man.
this and this and the Lord don't do this, and then you look at their page, they don't got not one video. All their videos is worldly things.
Or scuff
Updated today, updated today. You know what I'm
Making
saying?
backflips and shit.
Come on, man.
Making backflips on the goddamn
You know?
child. What is it called? Child park
Yeah, playground.
playground, man. Making backflips for what is the education in the?
You know,
It's nonsense, man.
it's just folly.
Yeah.
You know.
But then people fall in the leg. Yeah, brother, preach, brother, preach. Keep on pushing, brother. It's strong what you're doing. You know, man, it's nonsense.
And then you
man.
got other brothers going out to doing the same thing when
Yeah.
they could have been done doing lessons.
Yeah.
You know.
Doing nonsense, man. We don't have time for this shit, man.
You know. And
Straight up.
but just like I was saying before we started the lesson, the Lord, he revealing. It's like he don't leave anything to imagination in these last days, man. He's showing you everything. He's showing you all types of spirits, man, all types of demons and wicked spirits, and it's all being seen. And just imagine the last days of Noah before the flood, man. You probably was seeing insane amounts of things. That's what it says, as in the days of Noah.
So it should be right now, because when you think about it, you have to see like the clouds coming up, the first rain drift out. Like, oh my god, what the fuck?
Why is it
going
getting
on?
so? You
What's
think,
the
and
fuck-
this
what's
was
the-
probably different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't
Yeah.
like the normal rain. Like,
Yeah.
you know, the skies was probably dark, you know?
Yeah.
You seen like hurricane. You
Yeah.
seen like hurricanes.
Yeah.
Look like it's black over there. You're like, what the hell is that?
Okay.
You know?
And the thing is, and then they're like still partying, you know, right now. I see females out there like, yeah, let me know.
Go ahead.
Let me know where the next house party is and shit. And this times right now.
Even in the riot of Philadelphia, this dude gonna get down on his knee and ask a chick to marry him, bruh. All hell breaking loose in the background. He gonna get down on his knee and ask this chick to marry him, bruh.
And the other one too, there was twerking one time, you remember? Nonsense, man.
Yeah. So
that's the thing, but this gonna happen. These people gonna keep on doing it. Till really mass death gonna happen. Till really the Most High, Yahweh Shemel Shai gonna bring mad judgment. They're gonna be like, what, please, keep it going. Hey, right now the doors of repentance are open, but then this doors, right? Doors can close, so the doors gonna close sooner than later, man.
Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 6. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
See.
Verse 7. Therefore, all hands shall be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. and verse 8. And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed at one another. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. You see, it's showing you, you know, that all out chaos and hell is going to be on this earth. And you know, just like the ox said, they're not going to stop. We seeing it right now in Philadelphia, and all these nations are in uproars, man. And you still see people on the talking bullshit, utter bullshit about nothing.
And like we see the day of approaching, we're gonna cleave more to righteousness, but to gonna cleave more to
wickedness,
and gonna lead them to death.
Yeah, to wickedness, man. You know,
more and more to see. You know how they see it? Oh shit! I got my last day of partying. Got my last day of a sip. I got my last day
like they're about to go into jail.
Of doing this and this.
You know, they gotta turn themselves in. You know, like
bullshit, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like they gotta turn themselves into jail. What they do? They turn up. They show up drunk as hell. You know. And the
same thing. Like there was this one movie that I was watching. Countdown is called, and they basically had an app. It was a spell. I can't even imagine it's right. This is true, because it was a spell. Basically, in ancient times, you would go to a witch and she would tell you how long you're living, but you're not. After you know it, you're not allowed to change anything about it. For example, you have planned. You're allowed to live one more day. Yeah. Tomorrow you plan to go to your grandma's house. You're not allowed to change it, to cancel the trip or something, because then, what did happen? You dodge it, but something basically the same thing.
It's still gonna come and get you.
Yeah, it's still gonna come and get your daughter. Yeah, that's right, man. It still killed you because one chick was going to the car. She went home, bro. That demon came in there, killed her ass, man.
Another way, like
another way, yeah,
type shit.
Yeah, kind of like this. So, and that's the thing, man. This and basically you had the countdown. They know the countdown, man. The countdown. They see the countdown more and more coming. They know it's gonna close and closer. So they're gonna rise up because, like I said, wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. This is what Lord gonna bring their judgment, gonna kill them, man. This is what's gonna happen, and you won't escape it. You think you're gonna get it, like I said in Amos 5. You think you're gonna dodge a lion? You're gonna meet a bear. You're gonna dodge a bear, chill on the wall, boom, a snake bite you. You won't escape. You think like you're gonna escape?
The whole damn house gonna fall down.
It's all the same, man.
You know what I mean? Like,
you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna think the martial law coming in. They're gonna grab them up. Gonna escape them. The cannibalists gonna grab them up. They get, oh shit, I'm gonna go to the house. Then, like I said, the missile hits, boom, got hold everything destroyed, man.
Yeah. And this is, I don't know if I told you this before, but like I was a cook, and we used to get shot by mortars. And mortars, the Iraqis would shoot mortars into our base. And when you heard the mortars, there's like a horn to go off, and everybody would go get their gear. But sometimes you get caught where you ain't gonna be able to go get your gear. So, you know, at this point, like after so many times, I learned just not to run. If you're gonna get hit, you're gonna get hit. And there was this one dude, man, he used to always run and roll on the ground, jump up, run, drop down,
Overdo shit,
roll
yeah.
it, overdoing it, and his ass ran straight into a mortar, man.
Hey, this is why you have to be patient and walk circumspectly, man.
This dude got, and we were like, damn. He was running in that train. He like ran just like in a movie, man. Just like in a movie.
That's what happens if you want to overdo things. You want to do things too quick. If you want to be the over righteous Israelite, the over motivated Israelite out here. So what happened to you, guys, man? Mister, I'm the most diligent. You know what I'm saying?
That's an inside joke.
Yeah,
I
man.
guess.
I'm the most diligent brother. You know what I'm saying? Some nonsense, man. Why you boasting yourself, man? Like,
and where you at now?
Yeah.
Where the hell you at,
man.
Mr. Diligent?
I don't see him, man. I just heard crickets. So I hear, man.
That's it, man.
And this is the terribleness of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Of course,
Yeah.
brothers, we make jokes, man, because it's one thing, but at the same time, the flip side, it's a terrible thing.
We understand that
Yeah,
it could have
man.
been us.
Yeah, man.
So we're thankful for the things that we have, man.
Yeah, that's true, man.
And how do we show that we're thankful? By continuing steadfast in what He's given us.
Yeah, being obedient.
Being obedient, man.
Because today you show the most respect to a person. If you obey a word that the person brings out, everything, you show your respect, man. Nobody has to tell me.
If you have a son, and you tell your son to be home at 7 o'clock every day. I want your room clean, and I want your bed to be made. I want the house to be clean. And when you get home, and every day, 7 o'clock, your son is there. The house is clean. His room is clean, and he's sitting down reading the book. You ain't gonna say nothing to that boy. Matter of fact, you're gonna be like, let me get this boy something. I'm gonna get him something. You're gonna be looking for how I'm gonna reward him for listening to me. You're gonna be happy with that.
And it's how it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
Nobody has to tell me, yeah, can you buy me this? No.
No.
You show me something.
Yeah.
Show me the love. You show me respect. I'm gonna get you something.
Yeah.
I see effort. I say, okay, I'm gonna support you more on that. You know? And this is the same thing with the Most High. You put the effort in there, the Lord gonna bless you with wisdom. The Lord gonna bless you with more time. The Lord gonna bless you with things that you need. And this is the thing with us. We sitting there, you know, you have a stressed day, you're working 8-9 hours a day, you know, put all the stuff, waking up early, trying to read, trying to study, late night, you know, so on and so forth, come with the brothers together. The Lord gonna reward you for that, man. But you don't see it because you fucking ass is blinded, man.
Yeah.
And then you think like the Lord don't bless me. The Lord don't bless me, man. You talk shit about the Lord gonna destroy your ass, man.
What does the Lord say? A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
Yeah.
You know.
What happened to the Israelites that talk shit about the Lord, man? Look, man,
That murmured in the wilderness.
Put us back to Egypt, please, man.
Or for what? For fucking garlic?
Yeah.
For some flavors? You know what I mean? Like, you know, they were asking for garlic, man.
They was like, yeah, the cucumbers and
pepperonis, the big pepperoni peppers and shit.
You had the good shit in Egypt, you know? We had the good shit.
That's crazy, man.
And this is the thing, the same thing. And this is why the Lord said 2/3 of all people has to die, man.
Yeah.
Because you think the Jake nowadays will do something else? No, they won't do the same shit, man. Because the same people back here. The Lord gonna destroy them, man. You have to remember that number, though.
Yeah, all right, to that.
Yeah, man.
So with that,
Go.
we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect, the 144,000 men pushing the truth and whole heart sincerely across the four winds.
Cool.
We're the GMS Germany camp.
Go.
Until next time, Shalom.
Shalom.
Wa ba ba ba.
Wa ba ba.
Wa barakatah.
Wa barakatam.
Shalom, my camp.
Shalom.